This is a Hugelkultur berm. The idea behind this is that you've got a large mound of earth with some rotted logs in the center. What that's going to do is going to continue to fortify the soil as those logs decompose, but until then, it's soaking up water so you can reduce the amount of irrigation you have to do over time. And you're also increasing your surface area for gardening. So instead of having just a flat surface, you actually have two angled surfaces, and you can, you don't have to bend over. You could reach in and grab the stuff you're harvesting. These particular hugels are some of the older ones that are here on this property, and they have a scaffold built in, so you can climb up a little bit higher and reach stuff. And in fact, that's what I wanted to grab right now, is some of the sunchokes from that top row. Use it as a privacy berm and a sound barrier. This is a pretty remarkable plant in the sense that you can leave stuff underground and harvest it whenever you're hungry. And if you're not hungry for sunchokes, every one of these little tubers is going to grow another stalk, just like this. They can grow in pretty terrible conditions, very little need for water or quality soil. And there are a lot of different ways you can prepare them. These are a great way to have food all year round that's like as fresh as can be. You can fry them, you can pickle them, you can prepare them in a lot of different ways. See, that's from a single plant. And another plant right next to this that's growing right now is walking onion, which is another plant that Paul is crazy about. Unlike most other plants, these things can grow all year round. I mean, you'll see green shoots poking through snow, for example. And you can just simply pluck them right out of the ground, and they'll grow in bunches as well. There we go. So it's a fairly unassuming looking onion. They do stay kind of small, but they are packed with flavor. You can have some that have a really strong flavor to them. But you use this much to drop it into a stew. I like to take the green stalks during the peak of the growing season, and then I'll chop it up, and then I'll dry them, and I'll turn them into chives. And then you can use those throughout the year, just like any other kind of chives. You can chop it up. It has a pretty strong flavor, and so that way you don't have to use so many. So a lot of people are like, oh, they're too small, it would take forever to process them, to chop them up. But you're not going to have to use as many of them to get as strong a flavor as you would out of, like even a pound of onions, for example. This small patch right here is probably going to have just as much flavor, but fewer onions. So they call these walking onions because when the stalks are tall enough, they start to grow these groupings of baby onions on the top of the stalk. And as that gains weight, eventually the stalk will bend over, it'll flop over, and it's about 1.5 feet or 2 feet long. And so all those little baby onions are going to grow wherever they hit the ground. A lot of the work is done by nature itself or the plant itself to either store it and keep it fresh or to propagate it. And in the case of walking onions, you've got a plant that can grow year-round, and if you let it go, it's going to propagate all over the place. Here's 2 more. I'll grab these. So we just added this to our bunch of sunchokes.
So it's a heaping bowl full of food in 10 minutes.
Oh man, it smells awesome.